The WNBA's new collective bargaining agreement just dropped a bombshell clause that has completely reshaped the league's financial future. And nobody is talking about who really benefits. Caitlin Clark's salary is skyrocketing 521% thanks to the EPIC provision, a rule so perfectly tailored to her accomplishments that insiders are calling it the Caitlin Clark Clause. But here's where the drama gets wild. Angel Reese, fresh off her trade to Atlanta, was reportedly seeking a $1 million deal.
Understanding, yeah, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas,
only to see her actual salary come in at $350,000. The comparison is brutal. The timing is devastating. And the fallout. It's exposing everything about how the NBA values its stars, the WNBA and the players. Union signed a new 7-year collective bargaining agreement in March 2026. The salary cap is jumping from $1.5 million to $7 million. The average salary is going from around $120,000 to nearly $600,000. The EDV minimum salary is rising from under $70,000 to over $270,000. These are historic changes. Life-changing money for players who have been underpaid for decades. But buried inside the 500-page agreement is one provision that has everyone talking. One clause that has completely reshaped the financial future of the league's young superstars. It's called EPIC, Exceptional Performance on Initial Contract. And honestly, it might as well be called the Caitlin Clark Clause. Here's how it works. If a player on a rookie contract makes an All-WNBA first or second team within their first 3 seasons, they become eligible to renegotiate their 4th-year salary to the standard maximum. If they win MVP within their first 3 seasons, they become eligible for the Supermax. Caitlin Clark made All-WNBA first team as a rookie in 2024. She's already qualified for the max extension. She's now eligible for the Supermax if she wins MVP in 2026. Her salary is jumping from $85,000 to $528,000 in 2026, a 521% increase. By 2027, she could be making $1.3 million. By 2028, the Supermax could be $1.7 million. That's the Caitlin Clark Clause. A rule written for a player like her. A rule that rewards excellence immediately, instead of making stars wait years to get paid. But here's the part of this story that nobody saw coming. The same clause that is lifting Caitlin Clark to historic paydays is exposing the harsh reality for another star, Angel Reese. So, what exactly is this EPIC provision that everyone is calling the Caitlin Clark Clause? Let me break it down for you. EPIC stands for Exceptional Performance on Initial Contract. And the concept is deceptively simple. If a player on a rookie contract makes All-WNBA first or second team within their first 3 seasons, they become eligible to renegotiate their 4th-year salary to the standard maximum. If they win MVP within their first 3 seasons, they become eligible for the Supermax. Under the old CBA, players had to wait until their rookie contract expired to get paid what they were worth. Now, excellence is rewarded immediately. Caitlin Clark made All-WNBA first team as a rookie in 2024. She's already qualified for the max extension. Her salary for 2026 is jumping from $85,873 to approximately $528,000 to $530,000, a 521% increase, and that's just the beginning. Because Clark still has a chance to win MVP in 2026. If she does, she becomes eligible for the Supermax. That could mean $1.3 million in 2027 and $1.7 million in 2028. The numbers are staggering. And they're only possible because of a rule that was written with players like Clark in mind. But here's the thing about Epic that nobody saw coming. The same provision that is lifting Clark to historic paydays is exposing the harsh reality for another star. Angel Reese is a two-time All-Star. She led the league in rebounding in each of her first 2 seasons. She was named to the All-Rookie team in 2024, but she has never made All-WNBA, first or second team. That means she doesn't qualify for the Epic provision. Her salary for 2026 is projected to be $350,692. That's a significant raise from her previous $75,000. But compared to Clark's $528,000, the gap is $177,000. And that gap is only going to widen because if Clark wins MVP in 2026, she'll be making millions. Reese, unless she makes All-WNBA this season, will still be on her rookie scale. The Caitlin Clark clause was designed to reward excellence, but it's also created a financial chasm between the league's biggest stars, and Angel Reese is feeling it. Before the new CBA was finalized, before the Epic provision became public, Angel Reese's camp made a demand. They wanted $1 million. Let me explain the context. The new CBA dramatically raised salaries across the board. The Supermax will eventually reach $1.7 million. The Standard Max will be around $800,000. The average salary is jumping to nearly $600,000. Reese's representatives reportedly believed she deserved to be at the top of that scale. Two-time All-Star, league's rebounding leader, one of the most marketable players in women's basketball. Why shouldn't she make $1 million? But here's the problem. The new CBA doesn't work that way. Salaries aren't based on marketability. They're based on performance. And performance, under Epic, is measured by All-WNBA selections and MVP awards. Reese has neither. So, when the final numbers came out, reality hit hard. Clark's 2026 salary. Tariq. $528,000. Reese's 2026 salary. $350, $692. The gap, $177,720. And that's just the beginning. Because Clark is eligible for the Supermax if she wins MVP. Reese isn't eligible for anything. One league source told a reporter, Angel's camp was aggressive. They wanted her to be paid like a top 5 player. But the CBA doesn't care about marketability. It cares about All-WNBA teams. And Angel hasn't made one yet. The comparison is brutal. The timing is devastating. And Reese? She's reportedly furious, not at Clark, at the system, at a clause that rewards one type of excellence, but not another. Because here's the thing about Angel Reese. She leads the league in rebounding. She's a 2-time All-Star. She's one of the most recognizable faces in women's basketball. But under Epic, none of that matters. Only All-WNBA selections matter. Only MVP awards matter, and Reese hasn't gotten those yet. One fan put it perfectly. The Caitlin Clark clause is fair. It rewards excellence, but it also exposes the gap between how the league values Clark and how it values everyone else. Reese does things Clark can't do, but she's not getting paid for it. The $1 million demand backfired, not because Reese isn't worth it, because the new CBA wasn't written for players like her. It was written for Caitlin. Clark and everyone else is just living in her economy. The Caitlin Clark clause is already changing the WNBA, but not in the way everyone expected. Let me explain. The Epic provision was designed to reward young stars who outperform their rookie contracts. It was supposed to be a win-win. Players get paid what they're worth. Teams keep their superstars happy. And the league avoids the kind of free agency chaos that plagues the NBA. But here's the unintended consequence. The clause has created a 2-tier system. Players who make All-WNBA teams get paid. Players who don't? They wait, and right now, only one player under 23 has made All-WNBA first or second team, Caitlin Clark. That means Clark is the only young player eligible for the Epic provision. The only one getting a massive raise before her rookie contract expires. Everyone else? They're playing under the old rules. One analyst put it perfectly. The Caitlin Clark clause isn't just about Caitlin Clark. It's about the message it sends to every other young player. You want to get paid? Make All-WNBA. Otherwise, wait your turn. That message is hitting Angel Reese especially hard. She's a two-time All-Star. She leads the league in rebounding. She's one of the most marketable players in women's basketball. But she hasn't made All-WNBA. And under Epic, that's all that matters. So what does this mean for the future? It means players like Reese are going to be even more motivated. They're going to chase All-WNBA selections, not just for prestige, but for money. Millions of dollars. It means the competition just got fiercer. The stakes just got higher, and it means the gap between Clark and everyone else is about to become a canyon. Because Clark is already the best player in the league. Now she's also the highest paid young player by a wide margin. The Caitlin Clark clause was supposed to reward excellence, but it's also creating a hierarchy that the WNBA has never seen before. One player at the top, everyone else fighting for second place. And Angel Reese? She's leading that fight, but she's starting from behind. So where does this leave us? The WNBA's new collective bargaining agreement includes a provision called EPIC, Exceptional Performance on Initial Contract. It allows young stars who make All-WNBA teams or win MVP to renegotiate their salaries to max or supermax levels years ahead of schedule. Insiders are calling it the Caitlin Clark clause because she's the only player who currently qualifies. Her salary is jumping 521%, from $85,000 to $528,000 in 2026 alone. If she wins MVP this season, she'll be making $1.3 million in 2027 and $1.7 million in 2028. Angel Reese, meanwhile, reportedly demanded $1 million from the new CBA. Her actual salary for 2026? $350,692. The gap is $177,000 this year. It could grow to over $1 million by 2028. And here's the truth that nobody's talking about. The Caitlin Clark clause isn't unfair. It rewards excellence. Clark made All-WNBA first team as a rookie. She earned her raise. Reese hasn't made All-WNBA yet. She's a two-time All-Star. She leads the league in rebounding. But she hasn't cracked the first or second team. Under Epic, that's the difference between millions and hundreds of thousands. One fan put it perfectly. The clause isn't the problem. The problem is that Reese hasn't made All-WNBA. That's not the league's fault. That's not Clark's fault. That's just where she is right now. But here's the thing about Angel Reese. She's never needed anyone to believe in her. She's been counted out her entire life. High school, college, the WNBA, and every single time, she's proven everyone wrong. Now she has a new motivation, a financial one. All-WNBA means millions. She knows it. Her camp knows it. The league knows it. So what comes next? Reese will play angry. She'll play motivated. She'll chase rebounds, points, and recognition like never before. Because the Caitlin Clark clause isn't just about Caitlin Clark anymore. It's about everyone else, trying to catch her. And Angel Reese is leading that chase. The clause has been revealed. The salaries are set. The comparisons are brutal. But the season hasn't started yet. And Angel Reese has something to prove. So here's what I need from you. If you made it to the end of this video, you just watched the WNBA transform its financial future. The Caitlin Clark clause is rewarding excellence immediately. Angel Reese's $1 million demand backfired. The gap between them is real. The comparisons are brutal. But the story isn't over. Subscribe. Hit that bell icon. Because when the 2026 season tips off and Reese goes after that All-WNBA spot with everything she has, you're going to want to be here to watch it happen. The clause changed everything. Now the players have to adjust. I'll see you in the next one.